Hey, what's going on, everybody? Yo. New router is nice. Wonder if that means if we play Battle Block again, will I actually be able to pick up rocks instead of just trying to eat them? Because you know what happens when you try to eat rocks. You die. Especially in Battle Block Theater. Oh. That's the name of this song. Okay. Nice. Yeah, eating rocks is a real bad idea. It's not a very good strategy. Yo! There's the race. You can tell it's the race. God damn it. That's also how you can tell it's the race. Stop. Thank you. Just in case I'm ever somewhere and I've lost track of time. Yo, nice, dude. Congratulations. RBO is not an easy route to run. We're here. Okay. No, I did the wrong thing. There we go. I missed nothing. Oh man. The results from the August 25th any percent at 48-23. Zost was the only one that lost points. He lost 100 points and everybody else gained points, even the other people that quit. I will never understand that. Yeah, right here, August 18th. I gained points because I quit. Congratulations, you quit a race. Achievement get. I'm not in the race just yet. I need to be in it. Yo, 94 down, 36 up. That's nice. And that's a lot better than your old your old setup, yeah. Oh yeah. 6 minutes of Chrono Trigger character medley music. I'm excited. Yeah, I found this on Rainwave, and I'm like, get in my request line, please. Dude, I know. It's insane. I want to go check the leaderboards right now, actually. I forget where I am. I'm probably still top 50. Maybe? I'm in 42. Top 45. Higher on that list than people that deserve to be higher on that list. Dude, the race between Zost and Sephi. Oh my god. They're only 11 points apart, dude. Dude, Sephi can do it. Zost at least takes breaks to play, like, Link to the Past. Does Sephi play other games anymore? Seems he's just playing Super Metroid anymore. Maybe I'm not paying close enough attention. Oh man, Punk, Sloters, and Sephi at the top. Oh man, I want to see it. Well, Super Metroid thanks him for not getting into Zero Mission. Unless that's not the ZM. But whatever. The fact that I was as high on that list as I was at one point, and still am, is just silly to me. It doesn't mean anything. No, not like that. I mean, it's not... For me, in my instance, it's not a true expression of skill. Because there are people on that list lower than me that... They just don't race. And I just don't quit. And that's the thing that pisses me off sometimes. When I get, like, a 59 something, and I still lose points, but then I quit and I gain points. Like, what the fuck is this logic? Well, the points gotta come from somewhere, and you didn't PB. Man, whatever. Nah. The leaderboards are not a reflection of true skill. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I'm higher on that list than people that are much better at this game than I am. And it only has to do with a completion percentage in races. So it's not about how good at the game you are, it's about how often do you complete races. That being said, that's something. So I still have a really low forfeit percentage. I think I'm still under or around 10%, I think. Or I could just start backpedaling real hard and just take the whole video games don't matter stance. This is all bullshit. But I'm not gonna. Right on. Dude, I just remembered. I was checking something last night. YouTube analytics, right? Remember that review slash playthrough I did. By the way, everybody, my brother's here. I'm talking to him off and on as well. But the review playthrough I did of the Mega Man plug-and-play joystick that I have sitting up there. That's actually been getting views every once in a while. It's around like 30. But that's 30 more than I thought it was gonna get. That's something that's funny. Anyways. Still think it was kind of funny that my playthrough of Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer got a bunch of views from Egypt. Maybe like someone that worked on the game. Or maybe they're just fans, I don't know. It wasn't an obscure video game. That was a licensed video game after a major motion picture release. It had stars in it, don't tell me it wasn't a major motion picture. Just because it's a major motion picture doesn't mean it's good. Amazing Spider-Man. I'm sorry, why did I cough? Amazing Spider-Man. I'm just glad they finally got it right. It's just like, goddamn, how many stops and starts I'm gonna have this fucking cinematic version of this character? I'm glad we got to see, like, the Iron Spider, like the MCU version of the Iron Spider. But man, I do not care. I want to see a cinematic version of the silver and black spider armor. Because that was one of the very few issues of Spider-Man that we actually had, where Spider-Man debuted the silver and black armor. And then it got busted in the same issue. Because they melted it and then froze it. Kinda like they did to Colossus. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh wait, that probably would have killed him. I didn't get the next issue, I just remember he like exploded. Like, this is probably not good. X-Men were always getting their asses kicked. Win by fluke. Yo, not saying, just saying. Usually had one other person join the race by now. Just saying. Not saying, just saying. I think I'm comfortable saying that that's the only thing I've gotten from Deion Sanders. Not saying, just saying. Because that was the first place I heard it, was him on NFL Network. Probably not the first place it was said, but it's where I heard it. Oh, I just looked at that. Flying Electric, god damn it. You got that Emolga Pokemon. A little, like, Sugar Glider guy. He's really good, but when you're trying to catch him, he just does that shit where he raises his evade, or lowers your accuracy, and then just chips you away. It's like, man, fuck you. And he's electric, so you can't really use electric against him because he's flying. Or you would want to use electric against flying, but he's already electric, so... A little bit, yeah. That being said, he's adorable as fuck, though. Okay, there we go. The question that someone should ask Stay Hydrated bot is what is that ratio? It's like, what if you just consume 12 ounces right at the beginning of the stream? Are you good to go for a bunch of hours, or should you... Is that assuming you should take, like, a drink every hour? I'm asking someone that's not even involved in this, but it's still funny. Well, the internet hates you, so that's fine. Yeah, that's my thing. Well, because water doesn't help. Like, I like the way that the iced tea that I've been getting, it has it probably has corn syrup in it, which is delightful and delicious, and anyone that says different is a fucking conspiracy theorist. Yeah, it's just I was wondering if it was number 1 or number 2. And then citric acid. No, water's third. We just rung something out into it. Alright. It's starting to heat up. Dude, true story. You can lead Super Metroid speedrunners to IRC, but you can't make them start a channel for a race until like 5 minutes before it's supposed to start. I had to work a little bit for that one, but it's more that I wanted to say it than I wanted it to be funny. Like, I wanted to say it more. Like, I don't give a shit if it's funny or not. It's true, is what it is. And Insane Firebat and I are the ones that get to joke about this shit, because we're the ones that start all the damn any % races on the week. On the, not the weekends, but on the Friday night races. Say, that's like my favorite thing about streaming to a room full of bots and one guy that makes a bunch of cool randomizers that's hanging out in IRC. Just in case I need help. How can you start a forest fire if you've cleared all the trees? Yeah, other people have already burnt the trees down. Seth Rollins entrance music.mp3. Because for some odd reason they couldn't just let that let that bit of silence in his entrance just go. They had to just jam in someone screaming, "Burn it down." This is like, why? Because he's a babyface now? Now, maybe things have changed, but Seth Rollins is a babyface, just keeps doing dumb shit that hurts his own surgically repaired knee. It's like if Rey Mysterio Jr. was famous for doing knee drops. And then it's like, well, can't do that anymore. Man, old boy actually believed, hopefully, but believes that Austin had to retire because of his knees. Didn't know shit about his neck. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Have you never looked up a single resource about this? This is like widely known public knowledge at this point. Kayfabe had been dead for like... it had been like 10 or so years since the last time it was murdered. Since the most recent time. No one gives a shit about that anymore. It's all fake. Well, because, you know, one of the fucking agents is Road Dogg. And one of the things he said publicly was wins and losses don't matter. No, because they're not building anyone to be a draw. Except for people that are already proven draws with other companies. Namely Brock and UFC. It's like he's already a proven commodity. People will pay money to see him. Okay, are we just not able to make new ones anymore? We're just like, Bret Hart, done and done. They ain't done shit since then. Since Bret and Shawn. Give me a fucking break. Ooh, Undertaker. Fuck off. Undertaker's a gimmick. I mean, maybe if he was less of a smarmy cunt, I bet Kevin Nash could have been Undertaker. I mean, Taker at the time was a part of a fucking tag team in WCW with Dan Spivey. Fuck's sake. So. Oh, sorry. I go off on a tangent every once in a while. I'll stop. No one gives a fuck about wrestling. Yo, nice. Good job, Punk. You did it. Better internet than 96% of Germany. That's awesome. Yeah, it is better than a lot of America. And again, our internet here is the fastest, best package we can get without being a business. So. I did it! Oh, right on, Firebat. Yeah, I'm not, like... I'm definitely not a weekly viewer anymore. I was when I was a teenager. And a bit younger, but... any of the televised wrestling that's on in America, I just don't really like anymore. And... New Japan doesn't do weekly shows, except for the old replays on Access TV, and I don't think we get Access TV, nor do I care to pay for some premium service. And even then, I don't watch everything New Japan puts out. I do listen to Jim Cornette's podcast, of course. Because he's funny. No, my brother is here tonight. He's right over there. Kind of within arm's reach. I can't quite sock him in the ribs from here, but you know.
I've learned how to play my distance.
He knows my range. And I am watching a background stream, but it was just a VOD of Mug playing a Star Trek adventure game from yesterday. Yo, you got a greetings from Germany. You should feel memed. Alright. My buttons work. Good. Catch up on chat here. Ding. Oh my goodness. What? What is going on in this Chrono Trigger tournament? Just winning by default? See, man, this is why I don't want to be one of those guys, man. I don't want to be one of those guys that has to forfeit because of something out of their control. Like, I've had to do that with weekly races, and it's not a great feeling. I don't know if that's so much a curse, though. Is it just... Now, if it's like everyone's computer is exploding, then I think that they may have you under investigation, but that's a different story. I don't believe that's what's going on. Yeah, dude, who knows? That's so weird, though. Good luck, have fun, good fun, have luck. Nosebleeds, PC crashes, power outages, internet outages. Okay, that sounds like it's a ghost. We may need to, we need to see what, Dan Aykroyd is up to. See if he's willing to regrow that mustache. Do you remember he had a cameo in the Casper movie from the 90s? He's like running out of the house and he's just like in full Ghostbuster regalia and just like says something to him. He says, "Who are you gonna call?" Somebody else. I was trying to remember what he said. Well, I'm just doing it so I'm not the one that's being waited on. But whatever. A vengeful, anti-racing ghost. How many people have existed in the world that were famous for their hatred of, like, speed races? I had to think of how to phrase this. Oh, for fuck's sake. I was taking a drink and the fucking race started. Yo, I got the first room in series, though. That usually doesn't happen. Oh, fuck. This is why I shouldn't have readied when I wasn't looking. Because, unlike some people in my chat, I actually need to look at this game in order to beat it, so... Yeah, dude, the fact that you've done that more than once just blows my mind. Dance. Well, get up there. And hit the door. Oh, for fuck's sake. Ghost boat with flour. Ew. I don't want to use flour. You can't make me use that character. That's what I was saying last night. It's like, there's nothing that I can do to make the game force me to use that character. I'm not gonna edit the ROM of Kokorone to make it so that it responds to my Twitch chat. That'd be hilarious, though. The 4258, that's what I put in. Oh my god, I actually beat people? What the fuck? Oh. There we go. The reasoning showing up. Also, it's another use for my smile emote randomizer setup that I've got. I could do like smiley slots, but I have enough slots without just resorting to the smiley emojis. I mean, Kappa slots is great because it's Kappas. It's a Twitch original. Oh boy. Oh, the Ponk slots. If only I had more disposable income. Yeah, more disposable income. Then I'd have Spacer Crab sub to like half a Twitch. So I could do slots with all of their emotes. And it would change on like a monthly or semi-monthly basis, depending on who I felt like subbing him to that time. I mean, who am I kidding? He'd just be subbed to PJ and we'd have like train slots. And the way you win train slots, it'd be another 5 emote thing like squid slots, right?
Yeah, okay.
But you'd get the flaming engine car, right? So the flaming engine. And then the other 4 would be the train cars that would also be on fire. So you have to get a giant flaming train in order to win that one. You could... we could get Spacer Crab sub to all 4 of the PLC guys, right? And you get Fat Duck slots, but it would just be Duck slots. But it would be using the Fat Ducks from Duckhead. The Fat Ducks from Duck Game. Words are hard. Spin jump, thank you. Oh no. Oh no. Oh what the fuck? Jump button. God damn it. No, that one is solidly on my jump button. Pressed it and it didn't fire and I threaded the needle all the way back down that room. Not too pleased about that. Uh-oh. Which emote didn't work? I can't see on IRC. Oh, fuck, that's right. What the hell is that one now? Is it even still around? God damn it. Well, it's for Sea of Thieves. I hate the fucking promotional emotes because they're not separated by any kind of notation in the menu. You've, like, never been able to. They have scrubbed TB Spicy from the fucking databases, dude. My favorite Twitch emote of all time, TB Spicy. And it's just gone. Not even replaced with anything. Like, Taco Bell must have done made a decision that's like, nah, dude, Twitch is bad people and we're not going to do business with them. Like, goddamn, dude. Old Spice did business with them. Ooh, now that'd be an interesting thing to look up. Which company do you think makes more money per year? Old Spice or Taco Bell? Yeah, but it costs money to get all that Pepsi. Exactly. Wait. God damn it. Don't back me into a corner on my own stream. I'm more talking to myself there. Oh, please. I don't know if I have any of that. Yeah, dude, TB Spicy was my favorite. It was just that cute little chili pepper. And you could find so many different ways to use it. Remember back in the day when you had to, like, look up what Twitch emotes quote-unquote meant? Why is there a dog in my chat? Oh, man. Dude, and then the day that history changed was the day that Garrison did a stream, and his stream title was literally just Franker Z. So everyone that showed up in his channel just said Franker Z, and that was it. So his chat was nothing but dog face for just like an hour or two. It was hilarious. God damn, dude, be careful. Those mimics are hungry. I don't feed them. Think I want to lose my hands?
Those mimics are fed.
What do you feed a mimic? Besides people?
My fingers and stuff, yeah. I come out of their chat sometimes with everything.
No, it's like, the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie. Where Shake kept trying to pick up the teddy bear that had all the spikes and shit coming out of it. And it's only after he's lost both hands that he's like, forget it, I don't want it anymore. It was like, well, you can't have it because you don't have hands to pick it up with. I missed. Oh no. I tried to down back and I just backed. The down part didn't go in, so I didn't go backwards. Or, no? Wait. No, I went backwards. The problem is I should be going forwards by holding backwards. What the fuck is that trick? Oh, I'm not using the special edition. Why the fuck do I have my SD card in? Reset the run, dude. You know what it is? It was because I was getting jumpy. And I wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally hit the fast forward stick, which is right by my right thumb. Oh, fuck's sake. I know, right? Dude, it happened once, I want to say, where I accidentally did hit the stick and, like, fast-forwarded something during a race. But I immediately, like, you know, like, dropped the controller for a second and like, wait a minute. So I probably made up for it and then some by just standing there like a dunce. I had to go pick it up. Yeah, I know. I'll receive that momentarily. I have to go do that to Kraid real quick. Clunk. Oh, his fucking stupid hand.
Where does Charmander play at?
Really wish you would have waited till after Kraid for that, by the way. So I have to get ready for something coming up on me in my peripheral vision while I've got to do fast inputs in a video game. It's not exactly something I'm built for. That's fine, this is why there's 2 races. Open your mouth, you fuck! Oh god, I'm gonna die. We need something for the gag reel. Fuck's sake, drop me a missile! What the fuck is this fight? I'm gonna go hide in a corner in real life, dude. What the absolute titty fucking Christ.
I should probably.
Not you. Turns out a lot of people missed the quick kill as well, but I don't think anyone fucked up the fight as badly as I did. Like, the first part of the fight, whatever. Missing the quick kill, whatever. I'll deal with it. Taking all that fucking time, when all I had to do was shoot him one more time in his goddamn open mouth. Little salty on that one. The fact that I was down, like, under 20 HP in that fight pisses me off. Like, that legitimately makes me angry. Like, wow! I can't even fucking collect an E-Tank because I'm too busy trying to explain how angry I was. It's like, sometimes she has this extended collection box on her back end, and she can collect items from, like, X number of pixels away. This time, I'm like X minus 3, and she still won't fucking get it. I am... Whatever. We... Remember what it was back in the day? Get all the stupid out of your system. I'm getting it all out of my system during the 9 o'clock race. Because the 9 o'clock race is the fun run. This is the warm-up. This is the one that doesn't matter. World of Collision Oscillation, where we throw coin flips and lose all of them. Yup. Rotating hitboxes, man. Like, they need to just make it so that the hitbox spins along with the character. Program my game like a 12-year-old. I'm so glad that little run-up works. It's so dumb and it shouldn't. I need to learn better strats. I also need to think if I was seriously gonna do another route in this game, I've said in the past that if I were to do that, I'd do GT Classic. Just because it's a lot of fun. And you get to do the GT glitch. So you just go straight to Norfair. Yeah. It'd be a lot of fun to give it a shot. Maybe it'd have to be one of those things where I'd take like a Let's Play approach to it. Let's Play, long play. Damn. Spacer Crab. Rock, paper, scissors, doormat. Ooh, come on, dude. Woo! Yeah, I need to get rid of that one. Now, for as many times as I've said, if I were to learn another route, it'd be GT Classic, I've also said, even more times, I'm done learning shit in this game. I've said that so many times. And they were all in randomizers with Ponk that we had to learn something. IBJ, Lava Dive, Suitless Meridia stuff, you know. Maybe not Suitless Meridia, I think it might have been High Jumpless Meridia, which is just as bad? Question marks? I think I can feel comfortable saying that. Oh man, tried going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links? Holy shit, I am fucking terrible at that game. Like, I'm struggling to beat NPCs. And NPCs should be automatic. But... and I can't even blame that on them nerfing enemy controller. But that was the thing. That was the nail in the coffin. Unless Ponk wants to duel me in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links at some point. I don't expect you to go easy on me if you do. And I promise I won't use a deck that'll just win the game in one turn. I was never able to get any of those decks anyways, because they nerfed all the cards before I could get them. It was like, man, I just need like 2 more of this one and 1 more of this one, and I've got this deck set perfectly. And it was like, I got to look at someone's deck that had beaten me with that deck. So I got to like save a copy of it. So I was just about to put the final pieces together and they nerfed them. And it's like, oh no, I can't use this deck build anymore. Why? Why would you do such a thing to the player? It's to drive sales, is what it is. They nerf and buff according to what's new and what they can get kids to spend their fucking allowance on. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not exactly tailored towards people that are looking for an intellectual and entertaining and interesting experience. It's tailored towards kids that want to buy shit. And it was... I mean, trading cards were the whole blind bag draw before the blind bags became popular.
Yeah, you got a stick of bubble gum, and you got...
Oh, but what kind of comic did you get in the wrapper of the stick of bubble gum? Because you got those every once in a while. Or you got like a joke. on the wrapper of bubblegum, like on the popsicle sticks. It's almost stream of consciousness, but it makes sense, you know?
Yeah.
Just kind of talking about whatever pops into my head here, while I'm trying to just muscle memory my way through the rest of this god-awful run that is almost definitely going to save the animals. Just 'cause. It's probably gonna have to do it out of principle.
That'll save something.
It's like, dude, we gotta do some good while we're on this planet, you know? Because the run sure wasn't. Watch, I get, like, the best Phantoon I've ever had in my life. I'm actually waiting for it. Yep, there it is. It's official. I bonked the ceiling. Spacer Crab did spoke. It's not proper English. On the part of me. But anyways. Powerbomb dance. Okay, we got one good crab. So we're only gonna need one lemon wedge. We're gonna have to put the rest of the lemon back in the fridge. We'll microwave it for 10 seconds when we need some more juice. So close. Okay. I was actually really nervous that I was gonna fall in the water there. Okay, with how this run's been going, I did not expect to get both Shine Sparks first try. Why are people dead already? Phantoon? New route? One of these things is not like the other? Wait, that only works for 3 things. And one of them is, like, visibly different.
Well, as long as one of those things is, like, very, very different.
Was that, like, an actual song, or did that just, like, come from Sesame Street or something?
That was from something.
Like, all those goddamn songs are from something and from somewhere, and they're on record somewhere.
No, I think... As far as
Like, how much is that doggy in the window? Like, that single is probably, like, a platinum record, you know? And it's probably from some old, like, RKO movie or something, you know?
Like, yeah, the Shirley Temple song.
We're gonna try to lead into it. Oh, I only got him with 2. That's fine. Go away. Go away! Thank you. That might be too early again. Ugh! I think I only hit him with 1. That sucks. Good. I'm not gonna get the best Phantoon fight I've ever had in my life. Well, I already wasn't, based on how he opened the fight. And he's not dead. Well, whatever.
He was so red, though.
I wanted to take the risk. If I would have opened up with some missiles first, I probably would have gotten him. But I'm not that good at transitioning from missiles to super missiles, like while I'm firing, while I'm fighting Phantoon. There's a reason why the best people at this game practice. However dead a hologram can get. Yeah, right? Yeah, Kraid and Phantoon, like the early game has been given us some shit. Not just me, like the other runners. Because they've obviously taken a lot more shit than I have, because I'm still living. And I'm about to reset the game and turn on Moonwalk or something, you know? Not for Moonfall, just so I can moonwalk my way through the rest of the game. Someone's got to have done that, right? Actually, I want to say someone has done that. Why? I have memory of a conversation about it. Anyways. From, fuck, what was it, like 7 years ago? Somewhere like that? Listening to the old guard of Super Metroid talk about just random shit. It's like MSDS and Garrison just like chit-chatting with each other about stuff while they played the game. Oh, like the period of time when both of them decided to pick up SM64. That was an interesting time. See, I need to get confirmation that it has or has not been done. I have a feeling this is a quest I need to go on. Help is appreciated, but not requested. In other words, get up that wall! You see, that's the problem with getting over it. That dude just can't wall jump. He's wasting all his fucking time with that stupid hammer. Spoilers to anyone out there that actually gives a shit. I'm not going to play that game. If you want me getting furious at a video game, go watch my VOD of Samurai Western. Please. Dude, part 1 of that playthrough was hilarious. Because I found out you could alter the size of the cosmetic parts. So my dude had like a gigantic hat that obscured his face, and like his shoulder guards were just like these big things like floating out on the side of him. This is the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen. Well, I don't know about moonwalking 100%. But, I mean, maybe you'd have to. How would you do bowling? You'd have to do damage boosts to do bowling. Otherwise, you just run and jump. Maybe you do a Shine Spark. But see, that would imply that you can move forward without moonwalking at some point. You see, this is a very silly thing to think about. I think what it was is I think MS might have played up to a point with Moonwalk, and then he kind of extrapolated out from that point based on splits how long it would take. I think he said an any percent run would be like a couple hours. I mean, ow, that was a crab. Yeah. That's just more for comedic effect, though. That's not like... That's not sheer, I'm going to throw my controller out of rage level of anger. No, that's That's Lagoon. That actually broke one controller. Because I couldn't find the magic pixel during one of the final bosses. It's more like anger stemming from disappointment. Maybe? Nope. I thought I saw the camera jump a little bit before that door transition, so... Hello? Shoot the crab. Attack the dog! I really need to play those games again. Sam & Max Season 1. I need to play those again. Those were a lot of fun. Ooh. If I feel dumb enough, I might actually do those tonight. May just need you for commentary. Turn off the voice acting in the game. We'll come up with our own story. Oh, let's not promise something we can't deliver on. On second thought. A task demo that uses Moonwalk with Speed Booster. So this would have to be a task. Don't get me wrong, that's not like intimidating or anything, it's just... It'd be interesting. I mean, I'd have to watch that. Hello? Did I turn off Morph Ball? Interesting. This sounds like something I should do research on. Don't you hate it when you hit part of the opening door? Like, the door's not all the way open yet. You just run into it. I'm sure girls get that a lot. What with the whole stuff in front of them that guys don't have, you know. That was what that one YouTube video was talking about anyways. That girl was right. If she wanted a million hits, all she had to do was take her shirt off, like she did in the video. And she got her million hits. Mm-hmm. You did things the easy way. Trollop. Am I on the thing? I'm on the thing. Alright. Operation Don't Fuck This Up. Oh no. Okay. This is fine. Things were at times questionable. But now they are back to being fine. Goop, please. Thank you. Thank you, Google.
No.
Is that the intro bit from Lebitard's show? Where they're singing Thank You, Google?
I don't know.
I don't have the context for it, but it was like him and someone they were on the phone with just said thank you Google, like in a sing-song kind of voice. So it stuck with me, even though I don't listen to his show that much anymore because I don't work at the time to hear it during my commute, which is aggravating. It was a funny, somewhat sports-related talk radio show.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it while...
I could be topical. I can't be topical anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I could say... I could say some shit. And it would just be topical because we're in America. But it's also tragic at the same time, so let's just not bother.
Super Metroid.
Yeah, Super Metroid. How topical is this game? Last time this game was topical was when Metroid Returns came out. Metroid Samus Returns.
Yeah.
No, Metroid Returns.
Metroid brought us going.
Metroid Returns 2.
Metroid Returns.
Some chick is driving Metroid's party van. I don't know why that was so funny to me. Yeah. Of Metroid driving the mystery machine. That's not the image I initially got, but whatever, it's fine. Metroid Returns also. Yes. Plasma beans! Oh. What the fuck? Why is every... You know what? I'm just not gonna look at IRC anymore until I have to. I just get confused. I mean, I'll look at my chat. My chat's fine. My chat's full of upstanding men and or women that are, I'm sure, upstanding members of their tribe and or society. IRC is just full of tombstones and question marks. All the question marks are mine. They're mine! I shot the door, and I saw the laser, and it just, the door said no. I'm sorry. Alright, let's see if we can get it. I need to be, I need to be not landing, is what I need to be. If I can get oriented in such a way that I can get my space jump in under that little fireball guy, I can get through that room as fast as I know how to. Oh boy. I have an elevator coming up. Uh-oh. Well, thank you very much, Firebat. That is appreciated very much. I'll have to see who that is. I'll have to see. I didn't get it. Well, it's fine. I dodged a bunch of those fire pillars, so that was good. The point. I know chat can't see it, but this one is that like Indian magician guy, the dove magician, Kartak.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of his videos, I don't know anything about, and they look like they might be kind of spooky. And I don't mean like the good kind of spooky, like the kind of spooky that like I don't know if I should be watching this, if there's something bigger at play here, in a non-fiction kind of sense. I don't know. All I know is he went from like doing dove magic on YouTube to like something about like books of the dead and Satan worship. No, I don't know about Satan worship, but devil stuff.
That's a hard turn from dove.
Black magic, maybe? I don't know exactly. I haven't watched the rest of his videos. It's all because YouTube recommended that I watch that one magician guy. I don't even remember his name.
Oh, yeah,
The guy with the beard and the hat.
yeah.
Full beard, always wears a hat with an unbent bill. And he always does... the one gimmick he does now is he solves physical puzzles. And physical puzzles are a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite one might be the bad radio. The wooden radio.
Oh, yeah.
That the way to open it, spoilers, the way to open it is you just smack it. It's so genius.
Like, the only way to open it is by hitting it.
But it costs like $1,000.
I would buy it if it cost like a tenth.
If it cost $100?
Maybe, because it's a cool little
Because
set.
it's a very novel thing.
I have,
And yeah, there is only that one way of opening it.
however, I'm sure those have to be made by hand or finely done.
Oh, they were.
It's the most elaborate and beautiful thing you'll ever.
But anyways, that magician had like a 2 or 3 video long series on his channel where he was watching cringeworthy magic on YouTube. And before he got the idea of, hey, maybe I shouldn't like watch these people's videos in a way that I'm making fun of them, because then, you know, negativity can breed from that, blah blah blah. So I understand and respect that, you know, that he's gonna stop doing that because he doesn't want to breed negativity in a YouTube, internet, social media community. Fine. All for it. Unless it's Twin Galaxies. We need more unrest in Twin Galaxies. Fuck that place to the ground. Oh my god. I just wanted to throw in a dig to Twin Galaxies. I'm sorry. To no one. I'd like to take this moment to apologize to absolutely nobody. That was actually a pretty good impression of Conor McGregor.
Oh, yeah.
Unless my headphones made it sound better than I thought. That was a pretty good promo. It was just right at the beginning of his interview after the fight. Just, we're gonna start talking shit now. Ooh. Pick me up. Like, first thing. That was weird. You better be dead. Don't you love when you get picked up by Ridley and his tail is in the way of his foot. So you just... Nope, you get damaged. Like, immensely, because it's his fucking tail. Rip all my viewers from Twin Galaxies. All none of them. All none of them. I get to see where my viewers come from, for the most part. If there's a lot of them, I get to see where they come from. I think that's just a part of analytics. Not during the races. A lot of them are from Speedruns Live. Since, you know. Yeah, I don't know if I ever actually updated that. I probably didn't. I don't know, I haven't... I haven't looked at my stream in a while. I've been playing a video game. I apologize. Anyways. Wait a minute. TG. Twin Germanys? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Oh god, that's right. That shouldn't be funny. Well, I mean... getting to do an impression of Ronald Reagan saying, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall." Usually I do it in a more fitting voice for Ronald Reagan at that time, but... Alright, all I need to do is just not die on my way to Turian. And I'm pretty sure my biggest threat is G4. And I think I'm good. Ow. Ridley is a scholar. Fair bosses, Ridley is a scholar. I love it. Well, my condolences for your speedrun to everybody that had to forfeit because the game is fair and balanced. Is it a 1v1? Is it just me and K-Dove? I don't think I saw his name on the list, on the tombstones. Oh, dude, I saw an ad at the gas station for a new Views thing.
Okay.
It's like called the Alto or something like that.
I saw something when I was on their website. I forgot to...
It's like a little guy. Like maybe a bullet. Shit, if it's cheaper than what I'm doing now.
Well, it will be at first.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Where? What? Why am I... What? Why am I going this way? Muscle memory took over real fucking hard, and I was not paying attention. Like, yeah? Just not even paying attention. Just, like, watching background stream. It's like, yeah, my muscle memory's got me. Don't worry. I'm doing the beginning of the game again. This is why it's a sham that I'm so high on SRL's leaderboards. What am I doing? You see, I almost died. Because if I would have kept muscle memorying, if I would have kept doing that, and just not paying attention like I was, I would have ended up dead in a hole somewhere. Oh, dude. Dude, I am pulling for K-Dove. I hope he wins. Dude, should I just, like, stay at my ship until he finishes? If I get there before he does? Just because this run has no right to beat anybody. Like, I shouldn't even be beating the quitters with this run. That's how bad this run has been. Like, holy shit. It was as if RNG extended his hand in friendship, and I spat in his mouth. Da-da-da-da-ding. Boy, that was a lot of dings. That usually means something. Usually means I have to click something. Don't get me wrong, if I see K-Dove forfeit, I might just die with the planet. Just because this run, this is a bad use of perseverance right here. This is a really bad use of perseverance. Yeah, just because I can beat the game doesn't mean I should.
The social morality of...
Doesn't mean I've earned it.
Check your privilege.
Check your privilege at the fucking door. Oh, God. We're having fun. That's the most important part. And we've got meme energy. Because it's 69, get it? Oh, God. Oh my, there was actually a moment like that on one of the podcasts I listened to. And, like, one of the hosts actually talked his way through one of the co-hosts' jokes and explained why it was funny. And I stopped listening and deleted the episode. I still listen to the podcast, but...
Let me tell you why
It was like, he didn't even say, let me tell you why it's funny. He just started explaining the joke. And then after he's done, he said, that's why that's funny. And I'm like, that's you really showing how you feel about your audience right there. You feel like you have to explain a joke to your audience. But you don't think it's okay for your co-host to just outright insult people. Fuck, dude, Don Rickles wasn't always a legend. He had to start somewhere. He didn't just start insulting people when he was old. Pretty sure he did that as part of his comic routine. Could be wrong. I've not done extensive research on the early life and times of Don Rickles, although I probably should, because it's probably really interesting. Alright, should have seen that coming. Thank you? What the fuck? Zebatites are strange. They can't decide if they're enemies or blocks.
Doing a bad job of both of them.
Yeah, they're kind of not good at either of their jobs. It's like they're applying for 2 jobs and they're not good at either one. Like, you want to be a truck unloader. Well, you're not good at unloading, and you're obviously not a truck. Oh, which reminds me, I had to help unload the truck today.
Whoa.
So that's probably why I'm jovial. I'm trying to balance it out. No, it was fine. Like, legit, I barely broke a sweat. Which is fine. Can't say the same thing for the guys throwing on the inside of that truck.
Oh, yeah.
And my work is cheap shyster bastards, so they don't have an automated belt for their unloaders.
Gross.
Like, what the fuck? How do you not have an automated belt? Your competition has an automated belt. Yeah, I wasn't counting at all during that fight. I've not been paying attention for this entire run. I'm surprised I haven't had more dirt moments where I've just, like, gone down an elevator when I shouldn't be.
I'm glad for that.
I maybe, like, went through an extra room.
Hashtag failure.
No, that's, like, the equivalent of talking and driving.
Autopilot.
Mm-hmm. Except for us, when it's talking and driving, we think that we passed it, so we turn around, and it turns out that we should have just driven another 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and we would have fucking been there. That's happened to us so many times. We'll get it one of these days, boss. Oh, I've got some time. K-Dub's just at G4? What? Is he having a bad run? Obviously, he's having a bad run. No way, dude. I'm sitting here, like, on pins and needles, waiting for him to finish so I can just quit. Quit out of spite. $59.32. Yeah, we're saving animals. When the run is irredeemably bad, we have to do something to balance it out. And especially when I make the grievous error of not using the right ROM. See, that's probably what's wrong. I'm so used to playing the Sir Lewis X edition that Ponk made me that I play just like the Wii VC version that's just like, fuck, what is this? I'm also waiting for Ponk to tell me something like he removed like or like added in an extra frame every once in a while or something like that, you know, so it would like affect the time. So that when I went back to playing the actual game, I'd be like faster at it or something. Like the Dragon Ball Z logic.
Oh yeah, you practice with the weighted training belt on.
That doesn't work. By the way, I watched a video on YouTube last night, so I know about these things. No, the guy in the video said that the gain from training wearing weighted clothing and then taking it off and hoping for a big power boost, like in the series.
Yeah.
You're like a 40-yard dash would only be better by like a fraction of a second.
Wow.
Like a tenth of a second, maybe.
Not big difference.
Like, it's not that big of a deal. Also, Goku's undershirt that's weighted is impossible.
Yeah.
There is no substance on Earth that is dense enough to make up that shirt and still have it be a shirt.
Not radioactive.
That's not just a hunk of metal. Like, by its very nature, shirts, clothing, kinda have to be lighter than metal. You know, just a brick of metal. I mean, if the Yeti sold t-shirts that were as heavy as a pound of lead... Wow, wait a minute, hold on. I screwed up. Dot done. 102.12. Fuck everything. This run shouldn't have finished. Oh my god. You know what's funny? That's still better than I used to do like years ago at this game. 44. You get single G. This game was not good. Was just a game. Ooh, speaking of games that are not good. No, I joke. I need to dump some more requests in here. Let's front load this a little bit. Oh my god. Well, glad I got that out of my system.
Yeah.
Fuck. Ugh. Oh god, who the hell? Huh. Neat. Two wrongs don't make a right, but they do make a left. No, that's right. Alright. Let's do some slot surgery. Oh good, it's like the last one on the list. There. Easy peasy. Oh, and by the way, Deer Force. Shit. Why? There. Slots should be fixed. Took away the shark. And yeah. Celebrity slots. Oh baby. Those are celebrities, right? Oh no! K-Dove ran over Gravity Suit. Oh no! Oh god, that is the worst feeling in the world. Oh man. Nice. Ah, well, alright. Let's get baseball set up. Hello, baseball here.
Baseball.
Nice. Oh. God damn, man. This fucking game, you know? Alright, K-Dub just finished. Good job, my guy. Way to not give up. And in case you were curious, we did get first and second, respectively. Because everybody else quit. This is literally the worst way to get first. Oh my god, dude. Somebody get Deer Force on the hotline, man. What the fuck? Alright, get out of there for now. Oh my god. Oh, alright. Baseball. Watch baseball. Push start button. We've got Team Final Fantasy VI versus Team Win, which is a vanilla team. So we shall see what happens. But for me, I'm gonna go, I don't know, maybe refresh my drink, maybe refresh my t-shirt. Because, you know, streaming is strenuous work. Close the channel, leave all that mess behind. Alright, I'll be right back. And, yeah, enjoy some baseball in the meantime. Oh, I'll come back long enough just to say a GG to K-Dove. What's going on, dude? Holy fuck. What was going on with Super Metroid tonight for everyone in this race? We got, like, the cursed race tonight or something, I don't know. Is it a full moon? Like, everybody had a bad run tonight. It's so strange. I don't get it. Sometimes it seems like that's happening, but tonight it was definitely like that. I could not believe that I didn't just die somewhere along the way in my run, because I was just not paying attention. Just on autopilot, barely even looking at what I'm doing half the time. 10 minutes off PB. Yeah, that, ugh. I was probably like, I think I would have been like 5 minutes off PB, I think. PB is a high 57. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go refresh my drink, refresh my t-shirt, and I'll be back in a little bit. Alright, I am back, and it's not a bloodbath. Okay. Good to know. Oh boy. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't remember where I first saw it, but yeah, I've seen it. I've seen Running Past Gravity. It's... God, I'm sorry that happened, dude. That was... God, that's just awful when the game does that. And what are we as gamers to do? We think it's just an object sitting on the ground, and we can just walk up to it and get it.
That normally get it.
And then sometimes you just walk over it. I don't know, man. What did we do as gamers to deserve this? I mean, that outfielder, I know what he did to deserve that. He got hit in the face with a bomb. That was hilarious. Off the wall. And the thing is, it's such a quick room, Gravity, because it's just a single straight hallway. By the time it registers that you've run over it and missed it, you've already gone through the door. You don't have enough time unless you think you're going to miss it. So... Man, I think I need to do something to Team Final Fantasy's pitching. They're not beanballing enough people. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Just a look of utter what the fuck. Just like, what? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Ooh. Team Final Fantasy VI needs to do something here. Need to get Setzer off the mound. He's not looking too hot. And that number is also really low. I don't know what that number means. Pitching average? I don't know. I don't know baseball. I just play funny video game. That's a good clip, though. It's a real good clip. Super Metroid runners, don't let this happen to you. Make sure you get Gravity. Oh, it'd be like one of those, like Soviet workplace posters that I always see on the Soviet Visuals Twitter. It's a good Twitter account. I mean, they had a picture of Yuri Gagarin in a dress. It was like during some parade. And he was dressed up as a woman, I think. And they can just do that with a national treasure like the first man in space. Cause Russia. And like a lot of old stuff from like the Moscow Olympics. Ah. Fantastic. I got it, boss. Oh, he got it all right. Oh my god, he's gonna need a new hand after that. That old one is all sinew and gristle now. It's not exactly a hand anymore.
That's not a hand there, boss.
Ooh, more links in chat. And here's Firebat running over Gravity. Oscillating collision detection. I still don't know if this is the first one I've seen. I want to say it happened to someone else and I saw their clip. But it's gonna happen with me. I guarantee it. One of these days, that's gonna happen. Right. God, man, still. Alright, who are we putting in? They're putting in Go-Go. Ooh, Go-Go's got better numbers than Setzer. Why the fuck? Well, they had to put Setzer in to give him some... We're paying him. We might as well play him. Can't just pay him to sit on the bench the whole time. That's out of here. Bye. Someone got a souvenir. Team Win has scored in every inning. Final Fantasy VI has not. Okay. Oh yeah, I meant to ask. Does anyone know what the featured race is on Speed Gaming tonight? Speed Gaming something? Friday, August 31st, 11 p.m. Category question marks. Alright. Oh, it's RBO. Aw. Boo. Ugh. Oh man, Team Win. They won. Yeah, our race is probably gonna be bigger than the 9 was. Alright. Got one more game in this 165 game series? League was the word I was looking for.
Okay, yeah.
165 games, and I've just kind of been doing it. So we'll see what happens at the end of all things. What's our next game? Team Power versus Team Mega Man 2. Oh boy. That'll be a good one. Alright. Let's play the right ROM this time. Excuse me. Copy my data. Ready to get ready, and all that jazz. Well, we've still got a couple minutes before one of us is going to open the race. Let's go do something. Go take a, I'm looking for a word that begins with side. Sidebar? Side quest is good enough. I'm gonna go play DuckTales real quick. Yeah. I mean, dude, it's... an easy game for an easy life on easy mode. We got Uncle Scrooge winking at us. We caught him. The filthy old fat guy. Ooh, I didn't think I was gonna get that. I thought I was gonna dive right past the front of that platform, and I was gonna start being sad. Now I'm just gonna stay here. Let Rat come to me. Come on, RNG. I've got all 540 seconds. Boy, he's not gonna come back down here, is he? He did twice at the beginning, and he only took one hit, and he's never coming back. Hey! We got one. Hey, we got two. Hey, alright, somebody's up at 3 hits now. Come on, buddy. Hey, there's another. Hey, and the double. Come on. One last one. One last one. Get in here. Yes! Come on, over here. Boing. You have to jump.
I'm trying to,
You have to jump and then do the vertical swing with the hammer to get the guy sticking out of the top. The angle is 90 degrees. Like, you come right at him. You can't show fear in Red Faction Gorilla. You have to just run into things that are shooting at you and hit them as hard as you can with a hammer. And you have to do that, what, 50 times, 100 times, 500 times to get the cheat code? The best cheat code in video games? Send that tiny car into orbit with a hammer? Martian space system. Webby, go home. Why are you hanging out in a spooky castle? Want to prove to the boys that you're not scared by putting yourself directly into harm's way. Fucking tiny children. Especially when they're ducks. Tiny children ducks. The fucking worst. Yes? What? Okay. Spooky Ghost made me wait. It's like I had to walk up and trigger him first. that day when I triggered a ghost. Get some, you magical bitch. Nope, magical bitch. I run this game? Kind of. I do, normal mode. I think I've got... I don't know what my time is for this game. I do have it on my speedrun times list under my stream feed. But yeah, dude, this is like the easiest speedrun in the world. And this is a game that, for one reason or another, I could never beat when I was a kid. So kind of like Super Metroid, it's a bit of a revenge thing. I have a feeling it's like that with a lot of speedrunners.
I'll show that game who's boss.
Yeah, where it's all about revenge at a certain point. I want to do terrible things to this game. And then the people that do tasks are like, I want to make this game sing and dance for me. You are now my puppet. But yeah, DuckTales is a lot of fun. Wish Nintendo could have worked something out with Capcom and Disney to get this on the NES Classic. Or, you know, I could just mod it.
Wow.
Watched someone play this casually a few times. Might have been me. I don't know. I think everyone has. It's like, if you've seen me play this, you've seen me play it casually. Oh, wow. The Billy Goats, dude, I don't understand their timing. They're just bouncing enemies. They're fucking Medusa heads. I just don't understand them. And I get to walk in the HUD. There's a little bit of revenge. There's a little bit of glitchy by walking around in the HUD and clipping through the floor and the moon level. What's not to love about DuckTales as a speed game? Oh, I know, getting your audio nuked by Disney every time you want to have game audio.
Oh yeah, there's that.
That fucking DuckTales theme gets them every time, dude. Oh, we got that early third hit. We got an early fourth hit. I just need to not fucking miss. Yeah, I screwed up the tail end. 8:14? Yeah, that sounds about right. I might be able to get this down a little bit lower, but not by much. I can do the Yeti fight a little bit better than I did in my PB, but I'd rather go back to Chippendale's Rescue Rangers and improve that time. If there's a speed run that I want to go back to improve the time of, and not just... Well, I know I'm going to be playing Super Metroid twice on Fridays, so you never know. I might PB, I might not. Now, with Chippendale, I may actually go back and do attempts of that, just because I took a death right on Fat Cat. Like, as soon as I get in there, I die to him. But then I beat him.
Huh. Okay. You see how wise to come back and
Do the old Feasel golf swing there. I had never seen anyone do that golf swing while they were waiting on the ghost before I saw Feasel do it. When they were doing like the tutorial for one of the Big 20s.
Okay.
Might have been like the original Big 20. Yes, newcomers, I've been around that long. Just not streaming. Arrgh! Yeah, I've been lurking for like a decade. Like, I remember when the Mystery Science Theater channel was on Justin TV.
Oh, man.
Boom! Ooh, harder runs of Nuclear Throne. That game's already hard for me. Okay. As soon as I typed .races in the IRC, Firebat did too. Yeah, one of us is going to. There it is. Awesome. Dude, who's ready for Cyclone to enter the channel thinking that this is the featured race? Me. Me! Me! I'm ready. It never fails. That's right. Also, quick shoutouts to whatever the newspaper is in DuckTales for not having anything more important to report on other than Scrooge McDuck remaining the world's richest duck. Boy, to live in such a world. I love it. Nice. Alright. Oh, no. Thanos, get out of here. We don't need to go mad with power in both races. I actually haven't played DuckTales 2. I'm going to at some point, but I just, I don't know, I haven't. Hell no! I could relearn A Boy and His Blob.
Oh,
Oh my god, what the fuck? Dude, it's San Andreas on Mars, what the fuck?
yeah.
Why is the traffic on Mars so angry? Oh, well that would be why. That explains everything, actually. Is this the remastered?
It probably is. I just never installed it not too long ago.
I really like that they let me import my save.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, this has gotta be good.
Although, it sucks because I'm at some point in Dust where I've just wrecked the fuck out of everything. Red Faction Gorilla. I'm going to split this red planet with this hammer of mine.
That's what the Steam review...
Might just take me a minute.
That's what the Steam review I gave this game said.
Yeah, and the one time I played it on stream, I think it was Thor Has Come to Mars. It's just me hitting shit with a hammer. It's like, I don't want to really play that game, I just want to hit shit with hammer and send it into orbit. It's a better space simulator than Kerbal. That's a lie, but... That being said, I think Kerbal has evolved again, and I don't feel like getting good at it all over again. Nope. I've built rockets, and I literally have a man orbiting a planet. Just a man.
Just the guy.
Yeah, it's just one of the little guys. Sent him on an EVA, and then I brought the rest of his crew home.
Oh, okay.
So he's just out there orbiting the home planet. But I would use him to target the planet so that I'd be going in the right direction when I'm, like, way away.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because I never wanted to do mundane shit in that game, like going to the moon. I always wanted to go into, like, the deeper system, and I could never make a ship that was big enough to make that trip, but still small enough to launch. And I don't understand the docking mechanics, or how to get shit synced up in orbit, because I'm not a rocket scientist,
No.
or a rocket surgeon. I mean, someone actually dropped, I think it was Jim Cornette dropped that reference. It's not brain science, nor is it rocket surgery. He's like, yes! Alright, let's actually update the thing. We got some time. It is. Oh my god. There. We did it. Thing updated. Gotta make it big. So that people can tell where I'm racing just from my video thumbnail. I am in this channel. Hello. Yo! Always good to see Danich in the late night races. For I will have you know, this is why the Friday night any percent was scheduled to be at originally midnight and then being moved to 11. So the Japanese runners would be able to join in. Well, I mean, fuck. Danich has been racing since back then. I mean, fuck, Danich is... he's an old school name. It's real cool every time I get to race with him. I want to say... I could be wrong on this, but there's no way for me to fact check it. I want to say I knew about Danich before I knew about Zost. Because, like, when I started watching... I guess Zost just hadn't started streaming yet? Because, like, I had never heard of him. And then all of a sudden, I see that there's a new name in the top tier of Super Metroid. And what a delightful guy he is. Always looks like he's too tired, though. It's like, damn, dude, you need some sleep, dude. Take a nap, maybe? No? Just more Zost FM? Okay, cool. No, this is not where the cool kids are meeting up for RBO. Thank you very much. Like, we've got a race title. And no one reads it. Why do we bother? Why do we bother? Like, if I'm ever the one, from here on out, I think I need to just make sure that I capitalize any percent. Maybe just write out any percent. And just write out the word percent. Oh, God. Case in point. We were just mentioning this earlier. Oh my fucking god. Oh, we're... Sorry, I need to start over this. I don't want to make the guy sound like he's an idiot, because I don't know the guy. It's like, where's the race channel? This is the only one I saw.
Yeah.
Make one! Maybe it's not happening. No. Firebat has said it in the past. If you're sitting there wondering where the race is, I guarantee you like 5 other people are thinking that exact same thing. Just one of you start it. Teehee. Don't you love it though, man? Don't you love when you call your shot and it happens later on in the night? Ah, that's beautiful. Thank you for that, Shiny Zenny. Even though that's not what you came here to do. Wow, dude. Firebat actually gave him copy-paste instructions. You literally just copy what he typed and paste it in the main SRL channel, and you'd start a race for Super Metroid and set the goal for that race to RBO for speed gaming in the race channel. Oh my god. Yeah, here comes Cyclone. Get ready. Buckle your pants. Oh, Punk said he really liked that song. Punk said he liked that game, just on the whole.
He's a man of class and taste, I see.
He is. That's one of the things, like, I'll always say it, it's just that Punk gets it. Like, he gets my sense of humor.
Yeah, it's pretty...
And you know why he gets it? I did some looking. We've been, like, chit-chatting and being friends for, like, 3 years. 3 fucking years. Because I saw a video of mine on YouTube that was, like, one of our old races from 3 years ago.
That's hilarious.
And like, oh!
Nice work, dude.
Well, how the time flies. When hashtag greetings from Germany. Ah. Yeah, I was about to say, I think Crunchy might be another guy that was here thinking this was gonna be an RBO somehow. Like, maybe the title is a troll? I don't know. I don't know what goes through the mind of people that don't take the time to read. I guess nothing. Nothing is what goes through their mind. And I don't well, I do understand that, because that's how I ended up going down the climb again in the 9 o'clock race. Just sitting here yapping, not looking at the screen. Alright. We got another familiar face in here, in Red Ninja Josh. Good guy. Wait, what? So Zenny didn't even make the race? Crunchy did? Goddamn, I guess he didn't figure it out. Holy shit. You gave him copy-paste instructions. Like, I'm sorry, but that's... It doesn't get much more cut and dry than that. Dude, if your main form of communication with a group of people is via text, why don't you take the time to read it? I don't know. I'm too busy being full of my own shit. And the funnier thing is that they, like, just made the race. They're supposed to start at 11. Hold on, I think my... Oh! The next video in my... Next video of the, I guess VOD collection I was watching, was playing. I didn't know Twitch had autoplay on VODs, because I don't usually watch VODs on Twitch. Alright, so it's gonna be on Speed Gaming 3. Yo, Speed Gaming 5 is up. Nice. I think 1 through 5 are all streaming right now, and OmniGamer is streaming twice? What? No, look, right there, on my phone. That's OmniGamer streaming twice. That's strange. I mean, autoplay is fine if I'm, like, watching a YouTube playlist as I'm going to bed. I'm in support of that. Oh, of course Kix is still playing Warframe. He's only at 269 out of 10,000 hours. Oh, nope, nope. Sorry, Speed Gaming 3. But Poochie Darcy is playing Super Mario Sunshine. Holy shit, dude. Like, I'd watch him if he was reading Umineko. But he's playing one of my favorite GameCube games? Yeah, I'll watch that. Yeah, YouTube gives us a way to turn it off, at least. Alright. I'm gonna take a quick restroom break right before the race starts, and I will be right back. Alright. Get my Wii remote. Turn this thing on. Whew. And let's actually pay attention to IRC during this part. This is going to be important. To actually pay attention to when the race is starting. I know, it's an alien concept, right? Alright, I guess I can come back to that stream. I do want to have Speed Gaming 3 up, just because I want to see how deep into the run we get before they start. Because they're going to take a minute. But yo, Tracy's doing commentary. Nice. Well, good luck to Tracy on commentary, as well as Cerberov. Blank. I see they go up to 2 through 6 instead of just 2 through 5 now. On the background they have. Yeah, I'm gonna need to go back and oops, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the 3 p.m. race for that very reason. Honk and Tracy do really good commentary together. So, I mean, Tracy does good commentary by herself, but then Honk also does really good commentary, because Honk has a voice that's very easy to listen to.
Could be a lot worse.
I've also heard that I have a voice for radio as well.
It could be my voice.
Your recorded voice isn't as bad as you'd think.
It never
But
sounds the same as in your own head.
no, voices always sound different in your own head, and it's weird. Oh my god, they actually have a stream capped. Oh my god, we've got 2 now. Holy shit, they're actually doing stuff. Oh. Yeah, I was a little confused, but I just went with it.
That propaganda from bio.
We actually have 2 less people than the 9 o'clock. Maybe people just want to watch RBO, I don't know. Oh, well, that's where Canadian Owl is. Okay. And of course, that's where Elm is. Dude, we're having fun and we're not paying attention tonight. It's fine.
A little bit of that.
Holy shit. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, I actually looked at IRC during the countdown. And I didn't get platformless first room of series like I did in the 9. But that was because I panicked. can also dodge all the platforms without even jumping off of the elevator. You can just walk off and still dodge all the platforms. I don't know if I've ever seen someone do that. I've done it once. Never again. No. 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 No! Super Metroid Soda! I couldn't get the pixel just right. Ooh, and I, like, hit Ridley's body in there somewhere instead of his tail. So I took a weird amount of damage. Like, I'm not supposed to be at 19 energy. It's supposed to be at, like, what, 24, I think? Yeah, it's a little tighter to make that first room of series, missing all the platforms without jumping. Maybe that's why I've only done it once and I've only seen myself do it. Maybe it's because no one goes for that intentionally. I didn't get hit by anything in that room coming out of it. I still got steamed, though. Yo, I got 42-42. The double. And he's in for the double. Yeah, no one goes for it because jumping is faster. It's falling momentum, man. That would also be a spectacular reason to not do the one I was talking about. God damn, we're hitting all the old favorites on Rainwave tonight. I don't think Rainwave has music from Hydra Castle Labyrinth. I could be wrong. It's definitely not on chiptune, if it is. It'd be on game. Because those aren't chiptunes. Like, even Super Nintendo music isn't considered chiptunes by Rainwave. That's not the way I wanted to start the pit room. It's the way I wanted to finish it, though. Slow it down, Samus. Calm down, Eli. Oh, there's an old chestnut. That was before he won 2 rings against the fucking Patriots, though. One of which in our house, thank you. That might be... I think those are the 2 greatest Super Bowls of my time watching football, anyways. They were really good games. Yeah. Oh, man. And the best thing is, like, 2 years after the second one, they're still talking about Eli's fighting for his job. And I'm like, what the fuck? This man won you 2 Super Bowl rings. He should have been on fucking San Diego. And he said, fuck them. Well, either he said fuck them or someone else said fuck that. Pretty sure it was he said fuck them.
Yeah.
Don't care enough to fact check. So now he's a media mogul. An advertising icon, along with his brother. I'm waiting for the, was it the Double Stuff Racing League?
Oh, yeah.
I'm waiting for the World Championships. with bated breath. This is going to be the Mannings versus the Williams sisters, I think. Because who's a more championship-studded pair of siblings, more so than the Mannings? The Williams sisters. Like, the winningest siblings of any gender and any sport, probably? I feel like I'm at least not too far off. Because there's not too many times when siblings play the same sport. If they're both into athletics, usually one will play something that the other one doesn't. Like, you'll get, like, a baseball and a football, or a soccer and a basketball. There's usually something to differentiate. It's not always that they both go into football, and they both are quarterbacks, and they both are, like, the best in the league at a certain point. Especially when they come from the gene pool of a guy that played for the New Orleans Saints and was not exactly, well, I'm not going to say that Archie was the worst quarterback ever, but he was definitely not given any tools to work with. Even that dog that was the Saints mascot couldn't bear to watch sometimes. The TV announcers are just like, aw, he can't even watch anymore. Oh my god, they've actually started the RBO race, and I'm not at Craig yet. I just lost a buck. To myself? Oh god, help me. Did anyone in the sound of my voice see the second Super Troopers movie? Yeah, I didn't go see it. Mostly because I don't go see movies in theaters unless it's MCU. Because those are the only movies that are visual spectacles of that kind of scale that deserve to be seen on that big of a screen. Everything else I can wait. Mm-hmm. No, I wanted to see Black Panther in theaters. I wanted to see Infinity War in theaters. I wanted to see Doctor Strange in theaters. I almost went to see Doctor Strange in 3D. That would have been the movie to do it too.
I think, yeah. That would have been an IMAX.
Fuck! I've screwed up the mock ball twice. Help? Time to start a 1 a.m. race. There we go. We got it. Now, like, looking back on it, I really wish I would have done that to the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. But I had no idea at the time that they were going to be the humongous successes that they were. And rightfully so. Those movies were amazing. Like, I am so happy for such obscure comic book characters. Dude, mock balls are just not happening for me tonight. Like, Golden just showed up, kicked in my door, and took his mock ball back and left. Although, my TV/computer monitor is big enough to, fill the need. Like, I watched both Guardians movies on this, and, well, Captain America, First Avenger, and Thor Dark World. Not to mention all other sorts of nameless bullshit that I've watched on this monitor. It's nice. Momentum? We gonna play nice? We just gonna keep doing stuff to me? Oh, nope, okay. No downbacks. Goddamn. Feels bad, man. Alright. Finally! Thanks again, Pong. You ever set out to play a video game on Twitch and not realize that you're going to inspire a Super Metroid prodigy? It's such a weird thing. Like, I'm glad it happened, but man, some far apart stars had to line up for that to happen. Well, yeah, Pong had to decide to come back. Oh. After watching me once, he had to make the decision to come back and see it again. Yeah, had to check if the tire fire was still lit.
It was, I'm so glad.
It's still burning all these years later. Darkening the sky. More and more. Oh god. Isn't that a local band? Backyard Tire Fire?
It's not, it should be.
I want to say it's a local band in our area. At least back in the day when Old Boy was getting all his tattoos. So I remember seeing a not a banner, but like one of the little flyers that had like the pull tabs.
Oh yeah. Yeah, eat shit.
Fuck off, Kraid. My favorite one of those, like, you know, it's the sheet of paper, the flyer that's hung up in like a gas station or a fast food restaurant or something, that has like little pull tabs at the bottom that have like a phone number that you can call to get a job, or that you can call to get like a babysitter or something. I think it was on Twitter. Some guy made one that's dog names. Yeah. And it's like, and his name was one of the options. And it's like Dr. something something. It's like, you can name your dog this. That's why I like Twitter as much as I do, because I'm very easily entertained.
Yeah.
And there's lots of funny pictures on the twit. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but there are a lot more British people on Twitter than I thought there were going to be. I don't know why I thought it was just going to be dominated by Americans. Maybe it's because there's a lot of American kids that are shitheads and use the internet. I don't even need to just restrict that to American kids. There's a lot of Americans that use the internet that are shitheads on the internet. Like, they specifically use the internet to be shitheads.
Yes.
Wasn't Stan Marsh one of them? Or was his dad one? Yeah, Randy. There we go. I couldn't remember his fucking name. Like, that one episode ends, and it's just like him drinking a glass of wine, logging into the internet to troll kids. And, like, all the girls think it's Cartman. And he's, like, doing some kind of court case in the school or, like, on the playground, and it's almost like he's taking the piss out of it. But he is trying to figure it out, but I think even a bunch of the boys think it's him. I need to check YouTube to see if there's a the day South Park died, like there is for The Simpsons. Well, and I'll cut the Simpsons one real short for anybody that gives a shit. The moment that The Simpsons quote unquote died was the episode when they revealed that Principal Skinner wasn't really Seymour Skinner. Yeah. I forget what his actual name is, but like the real Seymour Skinner showed up in town. And I think what everyone decided to do is, like, all the people in Springfield just decided to tie that guy to a chair and ship him out of town and just keep living with the other guy as Seymour Skinner. And a lot of people just saw that and were like, what? No. Like, it was already kind of on the decline for a lot of people, but then they saw that episode and was like, no. No, fuck off. What? And I think it took people too far out of it. Nowadays, it's, the episode with Lisa singing with Lady Gaga is probably considered the worst. Dude, someone on YouTube got super nerd mad about it, because this goes against everything that Lisa stands for as a character that was established in several years worth of Simpsons episodes, and it's like, whoa, dude, you are taking The Simpsons way too fucking seriously. Sorry, bro, but it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon, not a dick. Don't take it so hard. It's fine. We unfailed kind of quickly there. I didn't have to spend a whole lot of time flailing around in the basement of Double Chamber. This is not a good basement. They need some damp rid. And some roach hotels. And I don't know, maybe a nuke. Just a nuke. Bring it down to its foundation. Nope, not doing this. Taking the long way out. Not playing around with split-second turnarounds that I'm doing too fast. No thanks. I'll take the 0. Yep, I'm hoping that's the biggest mess up I have in the race. Almost forgetting to get Ice Beam. That'd be nice. Means everything else goes swimmingly. Oh, nice. And to visit Double Chamber Kago before Wave? Oh no, dude. Oh no. Dude, people are gonna be trading war stories of this 9 o'clock race. Well, I mean, people are gonna be trading Super Metroid war stories just for untold decades to come. There's so many reasons why you can die in this game. Yeah. That, believe me, they're smart enough to get out of there on their own.
On their spaceship.
On their spaceship called Mama Turtle. Like, everyone just discounts Mama Turtle. Oh no, Toasty. No. Please tell me he safety saved. Okay, good. I had to say, saving is a thing in RBO. I'm almost positive. You'd be a fool. Or a TAS. Or the world record. But probably just a fool. To not throw in at least 1 or 2 safety saves during reverse boss order. Oh boy, seeing Fantoon patterns in chat. I'm not as far behind as I've been in the past. I like to be either on the elevator up at the top of this room, or at least closer to it by the time I start seeing Fantoon patterns in chat. But, you know, I could also just have a timer running. And that's how I could tell what pace I'm on, instead of just doing shit by feel. But please. Yo, nice. You know, it could also be the fact that Firebat is ahead. I don't think that was a good place to lay that. Yeah, it was not a good place to lay that. Well... I'm screwed. I need someone to drop me a cheeky power bomb. And I need to time this better. I need to time this better, I said. Okay, I just need to reset the room, apparently. Because I don't know how to charge a Shine Spark when a door is open. This is a problem I'm beginning to come to terms with. Ooh, I can't do it when I've got the door closed either. Ooh, interesting. God damn. Well, congratulations on being ahead at Fantoon, Firebat. Oh my god. So all the failing at the Shine Spark that I didn't do in the first race, I just did here. We did it. Oh, baby. Alright. So apparently we are unfucked, because I think both of the hunters dropped power bombs. So now I have 3. Which is what I would have if I would have gotten best crabs. Just best crabs, okay crabs, and then get the shampoo. That's what levels of crabs there are in this game. Ah, damn it, just... I was early by... I don't know. A couple of frames? Had to have been. I was really close to hitting him with those other two. Those other two particles. Flame lane. Health. Help. One of these is imperative. Oh, that's not good at all. Don't die. Okay. Alright, now I just need to be careful now. Had bad timing on both of my jumps, so... Gotta play this game now. A couple missiles at this point might do the trick. I didn't hit him with that super. I should have jumped. A little bunny hop. Just walk into him. I didn't piss him off this time, but that's fine. He pissed me off plenty. Uh-oh. Alright, I need to be careful for elevators tonight. Just saw that. God, dude, I know, dude. It's a laundry list in this game. It's one more thing in this game out to kill you. It's not just the flora and the fauna, but the structure of the planet itself. The living planet. Can I just say, I'm really glad that they decided to use David Hasselhoff just as a cameo in Guardians 2, because I heard the rumor that he was supposed to play Ego, and I'm like, no, dude, that would have been way too blunt. Like, because they referenced him earlier in the movie when, like, Gamora is saying, what if this man is your Hasselhoff? That wouldn't have been funny if it would have been David Hasselhoff. And then, I don't know, he might have needed to have a picture of Kurt Russell. But then, Kurt Russell's name isn't as funny as David Hasselhoff's.
No.
That and Zardu Hasselfrau. Yes. God, that music video is still one of the most amazing things I've seen. I can't believe they made a whole music video. Oh, and you could tell Dave Bautista was just getting into it. Dude, he looks like a guy that knows how to have fun.
Yeah.
Good old honest fun. That and the thing he said in an interview or just on Twitter about homophobes can suck my balls. Like, that's a quote for the modern era, dude. I love it. And it's because he did what everyone told him to do. Stop wrestling! Go do movies! It worked out pretty good.
So far, so good.
He's got a pretty good success rate from what I've seen. With, you know, a couple movies in his repertoire there that are maybe a bit more well-known than some of the others. Just maybe. And again, that one tweet where he's like at a restaurant with CM Punk, and Punk is at the table eating, and Batista's standing behind him giving him a back rub. And Punk starts going off about, who the hell put this chickpea in my salad? Oh my god. I'm so glad those guys got the fuck out of the circus.
Yeah, I think they are too.
Like, while they can still draw money doing other things, CM Punk can draw money just by being CM Punk. Put him in Chicago. Give him a banner that says CM Punk. No. He's done.
Yeah. Get 2 matches?
Yeah, he got 2. The first one was where he got taken down and beaten pretty much instantly. The third one went the distance, just because the guy wanted to take him the distance.
Oh, that's right. He still lost on points.
And I think Joe Rogan even said, like, this shows the difference between professionals and amateurs. You know, someone that is just getting into it versus someone that's spent the majority of their adult life doing this. And I think the fighter, at the end of the fight, even, like takes his mouth guard out and says to Punk, before they even, like, get up off the ground, he's like, you see the difference?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Punk was never touted as having any kind of amateur wrestling or anything. I mean, he had, like, a little bit of jiu-jitsu.
Scrappy old guy.
But that was more for, you know, conditioning. That he would just roll around with Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys at gyms. It's what Samoa Joe used to do. He used to just roll around with the jiu-jitsu guys, and then they're like, hey, if you're wanting to, you know, do something athletic and work up a sweat, you should try pro wrestling. You work up more of a sweat doing that than you do rolling in, like, an MMA style fight, or in an actual wrestling kind, because you're doing more. You're being more demonstrative.
There's no script to follow.
Well, if you're a modern wrestler. Thanks, Steph. Like, we needed scripts. Well, maybe the fucking jacked up dickheads that they've been hiring up in fucking Stanford need scripts. As far as everyone else in the wrestling business, no. They're actually a lot better when you don't script them. That's part of the magic.
And how things can have control over it.
Exactly.
And the product.
But how can I get them to remind people that the network is only $9.99 a month?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe with your fucking commentary team? Unless they bitch about having to say it a shitload of times, quote. Because he did make that happen. No quotes necessary. Alright, Dragon Worm. Not sure how one of those supers didn't hit, but whatever. Come on, shots. Get in there. Eight more, please. 7, 6, 5. What happened to 4? There was no 4. 2 of them dropped the super at once. Hashtag there was no floor. Come on. Oh, yeah. I think it's kind of funny. This game has terminology that uses both spellings of the word mock. M-O-C-K and then M-A-C-H. Because I see people type out mock ball, M-O-C-K ball, and I'm like, no. What are you faking?
Real ball.
It's going fast, so it's M-A-C-H ball. Makes sense. It makes about as much sense as the full happy. I mean, that's just a case of strats evolving over time. This is just adorable about this game. Oh man, does anybody else remember back when some people thought that they were saying happy? H-A-P-P-Y? The full happy? Because when you got it, you were happy?
I love that logic.
Like, I want to say there was, like, GDQ commentary that said that. Like, from one of the early ones. That was a time to be alive. Tripping over everything. I'm so excited to get Plasma Beam. I just can't wait. Just bumping into doors, landing on the little pile of white goopy guys. Slime bubbles. I don't know the canonical name for a lot of the enemies in this game. And that's fine. Because until fucking Reggie comes out and tells me how to pronounce things in this game, I'm gonna do it the way I've been doing it since I was a kid. Except for Dragon, because I actually know what his name is now. Won't have to refer to him as Splomboon, the inflatable fish. Although I did get a good cartoon character, Doodle, out of that. Dude, one of these days, I need to take advantage of the fact that I have a scanner. And I need to take, like, a lot of my old sketchbook stuff and just, like, put it on Imgur or something. Like, all my notes from, or not notes, but my doodles from taking notes in high school. That's how you can tell I'm paying attention. Is if I'm drawing notes... Well, there we go. If I'm drawing in my notes, that means you're not saying anything at that moment that's exactly pertinent for me to be writing down. I skipped over the whole, dude. It's not the first time I've done that, in-game or IRL. Take whatever context with that you want. Boy, that's not gonna come back to haunt me. At least not tonight. I'm ready. To freeze you. God, I need to stop making obscure references that no one, even you, would get. Probably because I haven't made you sit down and watch Logan's Run. The soundtrack is worth it, in and of itself. The soundtrack of that movie is really good.
I watched some of it and then fell asleep.
Like everyone else, yeah.
I watched the first hour, so...
God, that's like a 3-hour epic.
Yeah.
For what, Michael Douglas?
Yeah.
No. Wait, was that the guy's name? What? That was Kurt Russell. The fuck? Now you're really confusing me. Fuck. No, Michael Douglas was Hank Pym, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck. I can't do this in speedrun at the same time. Shit. That guy knows what his name is. That's all that's important. Someone named him. Well, I guess that one time they didn't. The guy ended up writing a pretty famous book about it. Child Called It. You know, the real life version. Where they kept the kid in the fucking cage downstairs and all that shit, yeah. Hi! This is a pretty big book. Well, not like lengthy, I mean like it's fairly well known, I believe. Look, if it's a book and I've heard of it, unless it's a Shadowrun novel, it's big. And if it's a Shadowrun novel, then there's only like 5 of you that I don't have, so... And so far, I've only read one of them that made me stop reading it because it was just too boring. It's like from the perspective of some guy who's... Might even be like a young guy, like a teenager, that's transforming into an orc. Or a troll or something, so it's from the perspective of someone that's like actively going through the metamorphosis. And it's just getting to the point where it's like, dude, I don't want to read for enjoyment about brutal racism. Even in the event where the guy that's guilty of it gets his comeuppance at a point. I just don't want to read about it. Because it's a blemish and a fucking half on people. That's a thing. But, whatever. I'm gonna stop Velociraptoring. That other Shadowrun book was fucking amazing because it was about, like, a group of pirates that were... like, sworn to secrecy, and they had, like, explosive devices implanted in their heads so that they couldn't talk. They couldn't get taken prisoner, and there was a massive underwater fight in, like, a city in a dome underwater, and evil corporations poisoning people with, like, cigarettes to get them to join the company. Like, we're gonna poison you, and the only way you can live is if you work for us, and we decide to give you the antidotes when you need it. So it's like performance-based as well. Now, I can read about stuff like that just fine. Because that's giant corporations just doing what giant corporations do if left unchecked. Oh my god. Flap. Flap. I missed. Shit. And I was way behind in my count. Nope. No, 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 no. Get back down here. Please. That's it. Hello? I said that's it. Punk-ass Charizard. The fuck? Shit eyes dead dragon. Hate Ridley. There's only one thing in this game that I hate more than Ridley, and that's Ridley's tail. It does. Ridley's tail is actually the reason why Murder Beam is not consistent on Ridley, as it is with Mother Brain. Because you lay the Murder Beam down, and it gets stuck to the tip of his tail. Like, what the fuck? This tail is such an asshole. You'd normally think that the tail is kind of the opposite of an asshole, since it comes out of a body. But no. This one is somehow both. I'm waiting for the Super Metroid ROM hack, maybe it already exists, where Ridley is just invisible, and you fight just his tail. Like, his hitbox would still be there, obviously. Maybe not his hurt box. I think I may have those backwards. I think a hitbox is what you need to hit to do damage to them, and a hurt box is what you run into and take damage from. I don't make video games, so I'm not sure. Making video games all by yourself is really hard.
The hitbox is what does the attack, and the hurt box is what the damage.
Yeah.
Everybody has both. If that's not what you think.
It is, but you said it simpler, I think. Ugh. Oh. No, it's fine. I thought you would switch games. Normally you don't go around picking people up in your car in Red Faction Guerrilla. But then again, I just run around and hit shit with hammer. A physics sphere or box in Airmac? Okay. I mean, that makes more sense. Like, this is the interactivity space. Wow. I'm pretty sure I've gotten good jumps out of that speed booster room every time I've gone through it tonight. At least going to the left. Like, I want to say my jumps have gone through the save point tonight. My swag has been on point. More than my strats have been. And a GG to Insane Firebat. They 49-21. I remember one time I got a 59-21. That's a lie, I don't remember that time. I probably did at some point. It was probably after I stopped writing down my times. So I'm like, well, I'm cutting the one on a pretty consistent basis now. I guess I can just stop recording all of the times that I get, because now I can just do it. Maybe that should be the next, like, completely different speedrun that I would learn, is just another game where cutting the one is, like, the primary objective.
1 hour. Yeah, nice bite size.
No, DuckTales is bite-size. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because even if I could get Llama Lana to work, I think the speedrun for that game is still, like, around 2 hours. I think, like, under 2 is where the run is now. Oh, hell yeah, dude. I have the majority of what I've done on my stream saved on YouTube, so I think, like, some of the earliest stuff I had got lost because I didn't know that you had to highlight stuff. Because I thought this was back in the day when they didn't delete past broadcasts if you told them not to. They would just keep past broadcasts around, so there's a good chunk of stuff that I just don't have anymore, but most of it I've still got on YouTube. And then a lot of the stuff I've got highlighted on Twitch. Like people watch Twitch VODs. God damn, dude. I think the earliest thing I've got is that random stream I did of Mega Man 2 way back when.
Oh, man.
And then, like, the first time I played James Bond 007 on stream. Played, like, the first half of the game. The first half of that game's really good. The second half of the game is, a bit less really good. I'd say it's just good and not really good. Primarily because all the enemies start having guns! And the bosses start getting a little gimmicky. And some of the areas start getting a little gimmicky. Like, one of the final areas in James Bond 007, you have to continuously go around switching your shields. Because you're being confronted by turrets. And not just bullet turrets, but laser turrets.
Oh, yeah, laser turrets.
So you have to keep switching between, like, your metal shield and your mirror. And it's like, this is so unnecessary. Because then you still have to switch one of those back to either your punch or your gun. because there are enemies in the area. Ooh, I cannot take another hit because bumping into this guy does 80 damage. And I have 78. Yo, Baby Metro doesn't know! Okay, he do. He knew. Yo, Danech, second place with a 54-18. Nice. I want to say we're making okay time. Not fantastic, but we will see when a baby gets dead. It is kind of an unusual spot to do a dot time, but that's what I went with. Well, because the line that I heard, I believe this was from DBX, said when the baby's dead, your run usually has about 2 minutes left. And then I've worked out for my run, it's about 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Okay.
Pretty consistently 2 minutes and 20 seconds between the last onion ring hitting the baby and me getting to the ship. Fuck, dude, why is Zed skip impossible? Like, I mean, that's gotta be the biggest glitch in the game, right? Like, the biggest thing that you can classify as an actual glitch. Not like Mockball, where that is probably just an oversight. And like, GT code is an oversight. It's not actually a glitch. It was a developer thing, and they just forgot to take it out. Red Ninja Josh finished third with a 56-44. Good, I don't have to get any annoying medals. I got this stupid gold one from the 9 o'clock, just to remind me of how bad that race was. My count was way the fuck off. Good thing I have all this health. No, like, just enough. Thank you. That was... Whew. That was scary. G, G, G. Good God, game! Oh my god. Do you even own the right version of Geometry Wars? Is this still a thing? Okay, no, you don't. God, I've been trying for years. It's now a joke. It's a meme that we've built up between us that... I just want my brother to play pacifist mode on Geometry Wars. I think it was Retro Evolved 2, maybe?
Okay.
And you bought, like, Retro Evolved, then you bought Geometry Wars, like, 3.
I bought the wrong one.
Yeah. On a bunch of different systems, got the wrong one. Alright, another bad run. Let's go save some animals. Probably somehow worse than the 9. It's beyond fine at this point. At least I'm not gonna get first place in this, and now I've got to go and buy some silver spray paint. It's like, write the words "actually came in second." Did not deserve first. Just take a Sharpie marker, scrawl did not deserve.
An asterisk.
Just get a saw. Just cut the metal into the shape of an asterisk. Just mail my gold medal to K-Dove. This is for finishing. After most people would have just abandoned all hope due to sheer incredulousness. My man powers through and finished the race unlike so many others. And by so many, I mean like, what, 4 people? We only had 6 in that race, I think. And you know why? Because fucking Zost wasn't in the race. He's probably getting some well-deserved sleep. Now we're back on this. Like, even the picture of the Holy Zost, he still looks really sleepy. Where it's just like a picture of his face that's been cut out and I think been glued onto Mary? Because why not? The internet's a fantastic place. Oh man. Someone tweeted something the other day. I'm pretty sure it was on Twitter. And it was a moment from an old cartoon show that I remember super vividly, and it played out exactly the way I remembered it. You remember Garfield and Friends?
Yes.
You remember U.S. Acres? You remember the reason to watch Garfield and Friends? GG. Again, we go with single G. Yo, we're blowing up the planet right as the Game Boy version of Killer Instinct theme is coming on. I think we got this. I think that's a hell of a way to finish a bad run. Some damn fine music. But the clip from U.S. Acres that someone tweeted was when it looked like Sheldon was about to hatch.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he did hatch, he just had another egg underneath. He was just always going to be an egg with legs. And they retweeted that. And I watched it, and I'm like, oh my god, this played out exactly the way I remembered it. Except, the one thing I think that was different was, what was the pig's name? Orson?
Yeah.
He was dressed up in, like, his superhero costume. Where he had, like, the old leather pilot's helmet with the goggles.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't remember that, so it wasn't exactly the same, but all the beats played out. Like, I remembered that the characters were having an argument, and then Sheldon started to hatch, and then they stopped and started looking at him, and then he hatched, and then he just kind of walked off with his head down. He's like, I guess I'm always just gonna be an egg. There's nothing wrong with that. He's one of the most endearing characters of the show because he's an egg. He's the Tails character. He's the delightfully implausible part of that show. Except for the whole, you know, animals talking part. And being bipedal.
Yeah. Finally never really was around. Yeah, just doing their own thing.
It was Animal Farm. It was just after the revolution, and only Orson was left. They killed all the other pigs.
Wow.
They killed that horse! You're forgetting, they showed an animated version of this on Cartoon Control Room, which, for reference, was a public access show in my area that was some guy from the somewhere in the 80s, in a TV studio wearing a really questionable mask. And he would just show, to quote him, skunky old cartoons. And that one time, they just showed the animated version of Animal Farm. Which is pretty cool. Now I don't need to read the book. Dear Force. Dude, while we're on that subject, can I just say something real quick about whoever the hell published the version of Anthem by Ayn Rand that I have? The synopsis on the back cover of the book makes it sound like it's a love story. I read it to someone else. I think it was someone at work. I read it to them and they're like, the fuck are you doing reading romance novels? And I'm like, it's not a romance novel. Like, the guy breaks away from society and discovers a better way to do things, comes back to society, and they shun him. Because it would cause chaos and upheaval, and none of them want to deal with that because they're all comfortable with their positions. Long story short, the world is lit by candles. This guy invents an electric light. Think of all the people he's going to put out of business. Dear Force. Clack, clack. Punch that keyboard. It did bad things in a previous life. Oh, man. Well, alright. I think I'm gonna take myself a quick break. And, yeah, I think it's gonna be time to grab something to eat myself. So, I think for right now, I am gonna cut the stream. We might be back in a little bit to do something stupid, but don't hold your breath. Yes, thank you for the races as well. Where the hell is this? Oh yeah, we get this one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for stopping by, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for rescuing animals, me. You're welcome. And I will see you next mission. Bye!